Hi, Stefania. How
Hello,
are you?
Maria Jose. How are you?
Hello, Maria Paula. How are you?
We are really glad to be here and to having us here. We are Maria Paula Naya, marketing manager, and I am Maria Jose Donoso, sales manager. First, I want to congratulate you because the last year I went to a concert that Apocalypse Productions organized, and it was really nice. It worked perfectly. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Always in all the events I have received of your company, it's all in time, all perfect. So congrats.
Thank you very much.
Well, as you know, we are Zipcar. We are a company that was founded in 2000. We are nowadays working at Canada, United States, and Europe. We offer a service of car sharing. And what our goal is to facilitate clients for a couple of hours or for a day a vehicle that they can use around all the city, and they can reserve the car through our website or our mobile app. And once they reserve, they choose a time, and then when the time is done, they park the car whenever they can in the city, and it is ready to use to another member of Zipcar. So what we want to do today is to take 15 minutes of your time and know more about your company, about your concerns, about your goals, and try to help you with a really good proposal and to let you know more about Zipcar.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
So do you mind if we start you asking some questions about Apocalypse Productions to know more about your company, your goals, and your needs?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so most of the times, how does the people that assist at the event get to the place?
What they do sometimes is that they arrange a bus, like to take a bunch of people all together. Say someone's going to one of our concerts, so they arrange a big bus like with 15 other people. They know they're going, and what they do is take that bus and go all together. Sometimes what they do is rent a car before, but that generally is very expensive for them because they don't only rent it, but the car has to be there waiting for them, like the chauffeur. So it takes a lot of time, and that of course takes a lot of money as well. So that's the problem. Sometimes they don't go because they don't have a way to get there, because sometimes our events are really far away. You cannot have a concert like in the city, like in the center of the city where everything is nearby, because people are going to be complaining for the noise. So we have to do those events really far away, so people are having trouble getting there. Sometimes people don't go because they don't have a way to get there.
Yes.
If the assistants of the event need public transportation, is it easy for them to find one at the end of the event?
No, of course not, because sometimes what they do is that they arrange a way to get there, but they don't have any clue how they're going to get back, and sometimes we have trouble because they get gathered, a lot of people, drunk people, they fight and they don't have a way of leaving, and we don't have a way of getting them out because they don't have a way to leave, so they stay there outside our event, complaining and fighting, and so that's a major problem. And yes, sometimes they just don't have they get there because someone takes them, like they ask someone to take them, but then that people leaves whenever they want to, and those people who got there with the help of someone else just have to stay there, like trying to figure a way to get back. So that's a big concern about it.
Okay, and are all the places of the events located like where public transportation is available?
No, of course not. Since our events have to be in the outsides of the city, have you ever tried to get a cab to Chia? That's really hard.
Yes.
And try to get a bus, that's even harder. So they our events, because sometimes they're really loud, as I said before, have to be really far away. Of course, some of them are like nearby, so yeah, they do have public transportation and it's easier. But when we have to do them outside, and it's most of the time, it's really hard for them to find a way to go and to return.
Yes, I understand. And do you think the difficulty of transportation has affected the people assisting to your events?
Yes, of course. I mean, that's kind of our biggest concern. That's to Apocalypse Productions is a main concern, of course, because it determines whether people are going or not. If people have a way to get there, of course they're gonna go there. But sometimes and most of our times, and that's our biggest problem in the whole company, is that people don't attend to our events because they get lazy, because they don't know how to go, they don't know how to return, and it's like a lot of trouble to get somewhere to get there and to arrange something that they can do to be able to transport to our events. So it's a problem that we're facing right now, and sometimes it is really expensive for them. Like they really want to go and they find a way to go, but then they find out that renting a car to go there with a chauffeur, it's really expensive, and they cannot take a bus because if our events end at 1 a.m. in the morning, how are they going to take a bus to return? That's really dangerous. So it's a problem that we're currently facing.
Yes. And another thing I want to know is how does your employees get to the events or back home? Like what are you doing
And
for
what's
that?
the transport?
Yes.
We don't give like a transport direct from our company to our employees. Like we don't give them cars or anything like to transport, nor vans, nor motorcycles. We don't give them anything. What we do is give them a subsidy. Say we give them $100 on a weekly basis, so they have to use that only to transport. But I mean, it's really hard because we don't know if they are really using the money to transport or if they're using it for something else. It's really hard, like to get their receipts from cabs or buses, like they don't give. So we don't know if they are really using that money to get there or not. But sometimes we rent vans when we need to be moving really large equipment, say home theaters, buses, something like that. We need to rent vans because there's no way like that the person is gonna take that. And the public transport are buses mostly, but sometimes they get cabs, although we don't really like it because it comes to be really expensive for us. But when they need to move something around, or I know they need to get a camera or something like that, we don't want to risk for them to take a bus.
Okay. And do you have like an average of the cost of the subsidy?
We spend most likely about 5 million pesos on a weekly basis, and that makes it 60 million pesos on a year. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Stefania, what I heard you saying was that these transportation difficulties for your clients, for the employees, are a main concern for Apocalypse Productions because most of the time this is a main concern for the people also, and this is a determinate factor that to decide to attend or not to an event. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes, that's correct.
Oh.
Okay, so we might have a solution for your concern, and the proposal we want to present you today. It's about a relationship, a kind of alliance of Apocalypse Production and Safeguard, where both parts will be benefit. So I'm going to explain you some details about this alliance.
Okay.
First, we want you to include as like an additional service our service. Just like at the end of the events, the people can find SIM card cars in the location, and also with time by the advertise you have in tickets, banners, and all these things. You can post like promote our service, so your clients or the people want to go to the event will have like the option to make a reservation through our website or mobile app, and they will like planify it, and in this way you will increase, because that's what you told us that is your concern, because sometimes they don't go to the events because they don't have nothing like scheduled. So we, by the other side, we you will get the benefit of the increase of clients or of public in your events, and yes, basically is that.
Okay, yes.
In addition, we think we have Zipcar bands, and we think it will be a really good alternative for you in the employees concern, because this will like reduce you a lot of your costs. We will give you, of course, a really good price with this alliance, and without like you owning your own bands and maintaining, it will be a really good thing, because you could focus on what you really do and not in these other concerns that you always have it. And so for the business and for your economy, it will be really good, this proposal we are making today for you.
That's interesting.
So Stephanie, after listening to our proposal, do you think this will be a great solution for your concern? Obviously, there are some details about prices and other things that we must like concrete, but we can plan a future meeting again.
Yeah, I think it would be a really that I think your proposal is really good. I think it would help us for getting more people to attend to our events and to facilitate the transportation of our employees. I would have to be contacting my teamwork, but I think it's a really good proposal. Thank you very much.
We are really glad you are as interested as we are with this proposal. We understand you have to talk with your teamwork, so it will be fine if we reunite again like next Thursday, 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I think 10 p.m. will be a little early for us, but can you make it about 2 p.m.?
No, let me see. Yes, I think 2 p.m.
Yeah?
will be
Is that
fine.
okay for you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, perfect.
So see you next Thursday, Stefania. Thank you for your time.
No,
Yes, it
thank
has
you.
been a pleasure.
It was a really good proposal. Thank you very much for
Okay.
coming.
See you.
We're really interested.
Thank you very much.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.